when we talk about compilers in general, we distinguish between machine-independent parts and machine-dependent parts. And that is in particular for optimizations. To be machine-independent means that the target architecture is not taken into account. And then only the analysis and transform libraries are used. For machine-dependent optimizations, CodeGen, that is code generation, uses the target library to find relevant information about which machine instructions are available in this target and their latencies, for instance, for instruction scheduling, and how many registers are available, etc. It's not possible to use even a front end to be completely machine independent, because we typically want to know how many bits there should be in an int, for instance. Otherwise we cannot produce a suitable stack frame and size of a struct, etc. So it's not crystal clear which part is machine dependent and which is not machine dependent. We use information about the target machine even during in the front end. Okay. So the MC library is for producing object files such as ELF on Linux and Mac-O on Mac OS. And they are the files which we get when we compile with the -C flag or produce an executable binary file. ELF stands for executable and linkage format, sometimes called executable and linking format, but it's originally from Unix Systems Labs, which created this format, was as I mentioned. Okay. So the LLVM types, they are always declared in a namespace LLVM, and then there are several different types in the intermediate representation, and they are typically in a source code file with the same name as the class name. When compiling or when working on the intermediate representation by one thread in the tool that is doing this, there needs to be an LLVM context. And the context contains tables such as for constants and pointers to modules. And as I mentioned, if we have multiple threads doing the optimization, each one needs its own context. Okay, and a module, that's basically a translation unit, but we can merge several translation units for link time optimization, and then there is only one module. But think of a module as a source code file, or to be more precise, translation unit, since all the included files are also in the same module. And the module has information about global variables, functions, and many other data structures and iterators to make it simple to access this. And of course functions to look up and install symbols that we need.